I obviously have conversations with people in my friends and family circles who have never struggled with disordered eating. They've always had a healthy relationship with food. And they're very curious often about disordered eating, because from the outside it can look like, what? Why is this happening, basically? Why is there so much wrapped up in food? And what I'll often say to them is, imagine, right, your weight stable, I'd say to them, your weight stable with a great relationship with food. Don't really have to think about it. Now, let's go and weigh you. We don't actually do this, but just hypothetically, let's go and weigh you. Let's see how much you weigh. Right, okay, so this is the weight that you have when you have a healthy relationship with food. Okay, fantastic. Now, I'm going to do some magic, and now I've got, like, put a spell on you, or a curse, you might think of it. If your weight changes outside of this, you will now by default feel insecure, limited, not good enough, embarrassed, guilty. You will feel like you can't wear the things that you want to do. You can't do the things that you want to do. You're limited now. If your weight changes, that's going to be the immediate default. Tell me what you think is going to happen to your relationship with food. And then they see it. They're like, oh yes, that makes sense. Well, obviously I'd start to really watch what I'm eating, and I'd probably weigh myself every day to make sure that I'm sort of getting back into that weight. And yes, I'm going to be analysing my food and noticing, okay, when I eat that happens to my weight. And they can see how that would spiral. And that's just one part of it. They're like, oh wow. Then I start thinking, well, maybe I can't have this bit of cake today because maybe I'm going to weigh more tomorrow. Well, now I know I can't have the cake. Now I really want to eat the cake. And again, I am simplifying to some degree what disordered eating is and what creates it. I received a message the other day from someone saying, essentially, I want my dream body so that I will feel confident. And I want my dream body so that I no longer have to worry or think about my body anymore. In essence, I want to have my dream body so I no longer have bad body image. The irony in it is that it's not like once we achieve our dream body, if we are able to do that, it's not like someone then knocks on the door and goes, congratulations, here's a parcel, and now here's confidence and you never worrying about your body anymore. Congratulations, you made it, this is yours now. That doesn't happen. What happens is that we give that to ourselves. But we can have this narrative, this belief system framework of that is only something that I am allowed to do once I have achieved X body type. We are the ones that when we lose weight go, congratulations, now you can feel confident. No one else is giving it to us, and it's not like insecurity leaves our body along with fat, shall we say. We are giving it to ourselves. It's just that we guard it, we hold it, we say, well, you don't deserve to, or you're not worthy of it, or maybe it's just a deeply ingrained belief of, well, you simply can't. It just doesn't compute. You cannot feel confident unless you're in this body type. So the question when we're talking about confidence or any of these things related to body, the question then becomes, why do we keep these things on hold from ourselves when it's perfectly within our control to allow ourselves to have all of these things and feel all of these feelings and have all these experiences? Why do we guard them? Why do we make them conditional? For me, it was that I would have been embarrassed to allow myself to have and do and wear all of these things. I thought that other people would judge me or think negatively of me, almost like, who does she think that she is wearing colour? It sounds ridiculous now when I say it out loud, because I didn't really fundamentally believe that. I didn't really think that people really cared all that much, but I would have been embarrassed. And I think maybe less so other people's judgment, more an embarrassment of, I only want to be perceived as the best possible version of me, and anything less than that equals not good enough. So it's very black and white. It was best version of me or not good enough. And that was the reason I wouldn't buy new clothes or develop a sense of style or get my hair done until I was in my dream body, because otherwise it was like, it was almost irrational to me. Why would I do any of those things unless I came with the full package, as it were? Is how I thought about it then. Another reason that someone may make it conditional is a feeling of I don't deserve X, Y, or Z, you know? So a question that I'll often ask a prospective client is the idea of having good body image. So my body doesn't determine what I think of myself, it doesn't determine what I do, it doesn't determine how I feel, etc. Good body image. Do you feel, not think, but do you feel that you deserve that? If I could hand that to you right now, would you feel that you deserve that? Often the answer is yes, but sometimes the answer is no. And then it's like, well, okay, do other people deserve good body image? Well, yes, They do. Interesting. So there's something different about you feel that means that you don't deserve it. And normally it is a feeling, and that's why I phrase it in the way that I do. It tends to not be a rational thing for them. They will say to me, it's just a feeling. I don't know why, I just have this feeling that I don't deserve that, or that would feel awkward for me if I had that. Another reason it can be conditional is because of how abstract of a concept it can seem. Of, if my body doesn't change, then okay, logically someone could build up their confidence, I guess, and be just as confident, I guess, but I don't really understand how that would work or what that would look like. Do you know what? It seems easier to default, even though it's really, really hard to lose weight or change my body. It seems easier in a lot of ways to default to something which I know is a bit more of a safe bet. And I understand, because I have the experience in the past of losing weight, changing my body, and I was more confident. So I can trust that. Going in this direction, I don't have any experience of feeling confident when I'm not in my dream body. So why would I put something so valuable to me on something intangible at this point? Another reason we might make it conditional is because we simply do not realize that we have made it conditional. And I'd say another big one is other people's opinions. Yes, okay, well, maybe if I feel comfortable with my body and I have good body image and I'm, the best version of myself in that regard, and I'm not limited anymore, I might feel okay about my body. But what if my mum judges my body still? And I think she will. What if other people don't find me attractive and I can't find a partner? What if my friends see me as less than in the body that I have? And there can be a lot of sometimes real and sometimes perceived or mind-read judgments from other people. And that may come from a place of wanting to feel accepted and belonging and love and respected and appreciation and all of these things. I mean, we could talk for hours on just this topic alone. But if the thing that's standing in our way of wanting to gain a good body image is fear of other people's judgments or opinions on our body, then I would always ask the question, okay, that may be valid, that may be happening, that may be not be happening, but let's say that it would happen or it does happen. When people are judging your body or judging you for your body, is your body the problem? Physically, biologically, is your body the problem, or is their perception of your body the problem? And then invariably the answer to that is, well, it's their perception that's the problem. And then the question can become, okay, and do you want to care, essentially, about their perception of your body? And we can run off on a whole conversation on just that one particular topic. I will say it till the cows come home. My opinion, and it's just my opinion, but my opinion is, if someone can have their dream body, their perfect body, and they can have a healthy relationship with food, so their relationship with food doesn't negatively impact their life, and they are happy in general and content, and everything that they want to feel and do and wear, etc., and have is not wrapped up in their body. So they also have good body image, because again, if they didn't have good body image, that means that they need to really maintain that body, and then we're into, the spiraling again. And they have good body image, so they have their dream body, they've got good body image, they have a healthy relationship with food, and they're content all round. I personally don't see an issue with that. And that is the reality for some people. Some people do live that reality. And we could call them lucky if we wanted to, but the irony is that they probably wouldn't call themselves lucky, because they have good body image in this scenario, which means that how they feel about themselves and what they think of themselves and what they wear and what they get to do is not dependent on their body. So they don't see them having their dream body as necessarily a really lucky thing to be celebrated, because their sense of self and their life and how they feel is not dependent on their body. And when we have really good body image, that's the irony. When we have really good body image and we're not dependent on our body, exact shape, weight, or size for all the things that we want and need in life and how we feel about ourselves, we stop viewing those people with a certain body type as really lucky. And that's why clients of ours who gain a healthy relationship with food and they gain good body image, their perception of others as well changes. They start caring less about their friend's body type and more about their friend, are they healthy? Are they happy? I would be really interested to hear your thoughts on this. I love hearing your opinions and your thoughts or your frustrations or your reflections or your breakthroughs on this topic, because it is a very, very important topic, which is very emotionally charged, with a lot of different opinions out here. This is just my opinion and my thoughts on a particular topic, and I'd love to hear yours and consider them and maybe make more videos on this topic if that would be helpful. Speak soon.